So at 21 years old, I quit my job with no backup plan. I quit my job with 1 month left in my apprenticeship. Ladies and gentlemen, holy shit, I'm about to do it. I'm about to go in and quit my job, hand in my 2 weeks, and get out of the rat race for good. What a journey, eh? And you know, the last 4.5 months I've been dreaming of this moment, and now that it's here, I'm like nervous as fuck. I'm like, do I do it? Obviously I'm gonna go do it, but you know, I thought I'd jump on, film a quick video before I do it, because this has been the whole point over the last 4.5 months. I'm a 21-year-old chippy, and tomorrow is the last ever day I'm gonna have to wear one of these things. No more waking up at 5 in the morning, no more trading my time for money, working Monday to Friday, 40 or 50 hours a week, just for like $1,000 a week. And really the thing I'm most keen on is not having it cooked back by the age of 25. Everything I've done over the last 18 months all started because of a breakup. Cooper got his little heart broken. I was 21 at the time, working 50-hour weeks in construction. I've been doing that since the age of 17, so around 3.5, 4 years. Although I was young, I was coming home rooted, my body was fucked. My brain just felt like it was rotting, going through the same cycles, Monday to Friday, get up at the same time, eat the same food, go to the same site, around the same boys, get home, and get paid just enough to keep my head above water. And I just accepted that as my reality for a good 4 years, until that breakup happened, and it flipped something in me that I'll honestly be forever grateful for. It was the first time in years I'd actually taken a look in the mirror at my life, the life I was living, the life I envisioned for myself as a young kid growing up, and thought, like, fuck, what are you doing, man? When I was 17 years old, I faced some pretty serious health troubles that almost took my life, and I promised that kid that I would do whatever it takes to make the most of every single moment. Because truth is, you don't know how long you've got. And I was breaking that promise to the younger version of myself who was laying there on my deathbed, just hoping for another chance. If I kept going down the same path, kept working a job that was just okay, wasn't really getting me anywhere, something I wasn't that passionate about, something that was breaking me down physically and mentally, I just knew time would go like that, and I'd end up like those older boys on site that I'd look at and think, how does that end up happening? And that moment 18 months ago when I just looked in the mirror, was honest with myself for the first time in years, changed everything. Now at that point 18 months ago, I was broke. Didn't have a lot of money to my name. I was living for the weekends, had been for years. I was spending every spare cent that I made most of the time on getting fucked up, on piss, and after the breakup, it even got to a point where, you know, I was drinking pretty heavily for a good 2 or 3 weeks. Even after work, I'd drink all night, get up at 5 a.m, go to work, probably still pissed, just doing a bunch of random, stupid, reckless shit to try and distract myself from the shit I was going through and the pain that I was feeling and hurt that I was feeling. Pretty much the whole of my apprenticeship, I remember Sunday nights just being this repetitive thing of fuck. The later the night got, the more I just got anxious about the week ahead and just dreaded it. Monday sort of rolled around and, you know, it was hard to get out of bed, and you're just telling yourself, like, get through today, get through today. And by the time Friday rolls around, you feel like you've accomplished the word, you've got through another week of hell. So you go out and reward yourself and rinse and repeat that. And the honest truth is, that's a reality people live for pretty much their whole lives. Around 18 months ago, my apprenticeship was almost done. I had around 6 months left, but more than ever, I couldn't see myself doing this forever. I was exhausted, heartbroken, underpaid, and stuck. And that breakup, although at the time was one of the hardest things I had to endure, not seeing it coming, me being a pretty attached sort of guy and sort of planning my whole future ahead based around this one thing. At the start, it did break me, but at the end of the day, it's now made me, and I'm so grateful for that to have happened, and truly believe that everything bad that happens to you happens for a reason. It made me uncomfortable enough and unsettled enough, and the amount of fucks I had left to give being none, to actually do something with my life, something I'd been terrified to do and look myself in the mirror for years. March 2024 was when I started learning sales, learning appointment setting. I'd get home after working a 12-hour day. At the time, I didn't even have a laptop, so I'd go on my phone, I'd get on coaching calls. I was surrounding myself around people who had a lot of sales experience. I was doing role plays, I was practicing the skill. I was pretty much using like work as a distraction compared to alcohol a few weeks earlier. Might not be the best thing to do. Like, you know, looking back, I probably should have talked to more people about the shit I was going through, but I just used it as an endless bag of motivation. And for 3 months, I got absolutely nowhere, really. It felt like I wasn't making money, which was the whole reason I got into this in the first place, was to make enough money to live more comfortably, but maybe even eventually leave my job so I could start traveling, meet new people, experience the world. And for those 3 months, I hadn't seen any results. Although I'd invested thousands of dollars, I'd put a lot of time in after work, it was pretty disheartening. Lots and lots of thoughts of, will this work out? Do I just give up? Do I just settle for being average and just working a job forever? But for whatever reason, that fire stayed lit inside, and I just kept going. Because I'd already seen what quitting gets you. I knew where I would end up if I did give up. That feeling would never leave me till the day I die of, what if I didn't give up? where could I be right now if I didn't give up in my 20s? Because truth is, I knew exactly where I'd be if I did give up, in that exact spot that I was terrified of. So I just kept going every day, pushing the needle forward a little bit by bit. I landed my first setting role, I made my first bit of money. And then one week around the start of August 2024, so about 4 months into my journey, everything just clicked. I'd made about $4,000 total from that setting role. And then I hit a $10,000 week, a 5-figure week, while still working 50-hour weeks in construction. So you can imagine when people reach out to me going, oh, I'm working full time as a tradie. I don't have the time to do this. I bet you weren't working as a tradie, like you would have quit your job. It's like, mate, I was doing this shit for 4 or 5 months, working full time and made 5 figures in a single week. That is an excuse you're giving yourself. 7 days, 5 figures, still working full time on a job site. So obviously that $10,000 was over the span of 7 days. But I remember there was one day out of those 7 days where I made $8,000 right at the start of the week. And I remember getting a few messages from different sales reps and the business saying another deal closed here. And in the space of like 3 hours between smoko and lunch, I'd put in $8,000. And I just remember like just flipping out. I was sitting in my car going to get some lunch. And I was like, am I dreaming? I was pinching myself like, this can't be real. Like, I just made $8,000 in a fucking day. That's 2 months of work in construction. And that was a weird feeling, like after lunch finished, going, I just made $8,000 in like 2 hours. I'm about to go and bust my balls for another 4 hours today for $30 an hour. And for the 4 months prior, when I first got started up with the academy and first invested into myself, I cut alcohol completely out of my life. That was a big vice in my life and I cut it out. Now, when I hit that 10K week, I felt like I'd made it. I got a bit excited. I had a 21st that weekend that I was going to attend. And I did a few things that I probably shouldn't have at that 21st. Did a bit too much of other stuff. Because at the end of the day, I am a degenerate at heart and I'd not had anything for 4 months and I was just proud of myself and stoked and I just couldn't believe it. Life just didn't feel real. Now, once again, I fell back into that same cycle come Monday. For the month prior, once I landed that setting role, I was up till 1 or 2 a.m. every night once I started making money, started getting proof. And then the Sunday night rolled around, I had that much head noise. I'm like, fuck me, like, why did I do that? I gotta go work. Do I just quit all of this? And that's something I was seriously weighing up. Do I just quit all of this and go back to being a chippy? Went to work Monday for whatever reason, probably because I hadn't drank for a long time. Had a really bad come down, really bad hangover, just the longest day ever. And by Tuesday lunchtime, I decided I was handing my 2 weeks in. I was like, fuck it, I'm going all in. I don't care that I've only got a month left in my apprenticeship. I'm going all in. So at 21 years old, I quit my job with no backup plan. I quit my job with 1 month left in my apprenticeship. Once again, putting my back against the wall, super uncomfortable thing to do. Even sitting here right now, fast forward 18 months, even though I've made almost $500,000 at this point in time, it still seems so crazy to a lot of people that I decided to quit and not finish my apprenticeship, even though I'd been doing it from the age of 17. I was now 21, I was about to get qualified. I quit, I threw it all away. Everyone at the time had thought I'd lost the plot and it was really hard, but once again, it just kept that fire lit. You know, I have got more people to prove wrong now. I backed myself in. Something I've not done a lot in my life is back myself in. And it didn't give me a plan B. If this fucked up, like I had to make it work. I couldn't go back to being a chippy. Because that was my whole mindset at first was, you know, I'll get my trade. If this doesn't work out, I can just always be a chippy. But fuck that shit, man. I'm never going back. There is no other option than to make this shit work. Now, from there, after quitting my job, taking the risk again, you know, risking it all like I did when I was first starting and investing money I didn't really have, things took off a lot more quickly than when I first started. From that 10K week, the next month I made $30,000 for the month. I was traveling Dubai, Thailand, Bali, like I was traveling everywhere. Pretty much was for 3 or 4 months straight. And honestly, looking back, that was about a year ago now. That was one of the craziest periods of my life. Like just going from a few months prior being hopeless, defeated, not wanting to live, to having all this self-doubt, to then within, like it just went like that. Just I had that $8,000 day and it just felt like life was just a dream. I was traveling around doing all this stuff I could have only dreamt of 6 months ago and I couldn't believe it. It seemed too good to be true for me and I was living it. So I could imagine what like it was like for a lot of you guys who followed along on that journey. Like I was literally living that life that I used to see all over my For You page. And to this day, like looking back on like just my emotions, and although it was just like, it was like go, I didn't know what was going on. Like looking back on it now, you know, I was drinking a lot, I was going out, I was enjoying the money I was making, and it just makes me smile because like just that kid 6 months ago would have been crying to see where he was 6 months later, and it's so cool to look back on. I've just got this vision in my head of like, you know, the last day on site, 3 days later, I got a call from my mentors to go and meet them over in Dubai. I met all the boys inside the academy who I'd been working with. And I just remember being there going like, boys, I was literally on a fucking job site. Now I'm in Dubai, then I was in Thailand, then I was in Bali, like just traveling everywhere. I was just like a headless chook, honestly, and I just couldn't believe it. But when you do come from nothing and such a low point in your life to out of nowhere, like living out all your dreams, it's a very weird thing. And it is very, very easy to get lost in the sauce and sort of lose your way. As I said, I started drinking again, going out, enjoying my youth. Honestly, something now that once again I wouldn't take back. I'm glad that it happened because I learned a lot of lessons. And at the end of the day, like I'm always going to drink from time to time. It's something I love doing, but got a bit too carried away with all that, the travel, and to the point where I like lost the hunger that I did have because I just felt like I'd made it. And I completely lost focus and lost that hunger that I had that got me to that point. The money dipped in around December from like $30,000 a month to 15. By January, it was at $5,000 a month. And I started freaking out. I was like, holy shit. Surely this can't be it. Like I can't go back to working for someone else. It just felt like I'd been blue-balled with the best life ever. And that's where I probably made one of the best decisions, the most mature decisions that I've made of my short 22-year life was we were back in Dubai. We did another ABC meetup in January and I decided to, after Dubai, I was gonna go back home, but not go back to my hometown because I get caught and lost in the sauce here around all my mates. I want to go out and drink and party always when I'm at home because it's just like the hometown I grew up in. It's just what I always do. So I went and moved to another state for 3 months on the Gold Coast. And the flight that I booked there, although I made $5,000 for the month of January, cost me $13,000. I got a first class flight. Might sound stupid, but once again, if we go back to me leaving my job, me starting in the first place, investing money at rock bottom, it was super uncomfortable, put my back against the wall. I've just spent a bunch of money on a flight I didn't need to. It was a pretty cool experience as well. And I got to, you know, when you're in first class, you're sort of putting yourself in the shoes of the future you. You're seeing things that you want to be seeing all the time. I wasn't in a position to fly first class twice a month. You know, I could do it just once off and just get by. I flew back to the Goldie, spent 13K on the flight. Didn't know anyone over there, didn't really speak to anyone over there. I met a few boys from the academy, did a few gym sessions, but didn't drink, didn't go out party, just sat behind my laptop 12 hours a day, built out systems, built out structures, relearnt closing and sales again because it's something that I sort of lost because it all took off so quickly. I didn't get as good at sales as I wished that I had, and basically just rebuilt everything from the ground up the same way I did. And that's why when I say, I know it's very cliche, your whole life can change in 90 days. It happened to me twice. 90 days from first starting, I made my first bit of money. The next month I made 8K in a day, 10K in a week, completely changed my life. Then I almost lost it all in January. And then from March to April, I made $38,000, making that my biggest month yet. So 90 days is literally all it can take if you're consistent, if you have the hunger, and if you are willing to work for it. And from there, that pretty much leads us here now, about almost 12 months on since January last year, heading into 2026, which is crazy. And we've had a pretty crazy year to go from $5,000 for the month of January to over $350,000 this year alone. And honestly, I've done a lot of traveling again this year. I've drank a lot again this year. I'm currently about a month sober off alcohol just for the end of the year to build myself up so I'm ready for next year. But I definitely learnt lessons from the first lot of travel I did when I first left my job. You know, there were times where, you know, I wouldn't drink for like a week if I needed to get a bunch of stuff done. And then there was times where I'd go on like a 3 or 4 day bender. But when I first left my job, it was just like 7 days a week, bender. Yeah, we've moved our business over to Dubai. So I no longer pay taxes, which is baffling to think. Like 18 months ago, I was dead broke, and now I've got a business set up in Dubai not paying tax. I traveled to Sweden. That was awesome fun. That's where we went a little bit off the rails with the drinking, but it was great fun. We picked ourselves back up. Did Lombok earlier in the year, met Brody and Ethan, a few of the other boys for the first time. We ended up just clicking like that. Now we're best mates, traveling everywhere. Did Greece and Cyprus with another one of my best mates from back home, from my hometown, actually one of the only boys that actually had my back from day one. When I started all this up, a lot of people had their piece to say. My mate George, he was with me from day one, so I'm gonna forever have a lot of respect for him. And you know, your relationships with important people and special people you hold close to you will always outweigh any amount of money. So that was a great trip to go to Greece and Cyprus with George. And apart from that, that was pretty much it for the year. Now, as we record this, it's the end of November, and yeah, we're documenting a journey trying to save up $20,000. We're pretty much there for my brother to take his daughter on her first holiday away, which we'll do just after Christmas. And then heading into next year, it'll just be more travel, more work, and just trying to make that first $1 million. But yeah, there you have it. That was basically the story of how I quit my job at 21 years old. As you can probably tell from the story, I'm no one special. I have gone through shit. It didn't happen overnight. But if this can inspire just 3 people, 1 person, to say fuck it and go after their goals, go after their dream life, because it is so, so worth it. I do not deserve this any more than any of you guys. Then that will be my job and my purpose here served. None of this was luck. It wasn't easy. It was painful at times. I did have to be very consistent when that was the last thing I wanted to do. But I kept telling myself I have no other option. I can't settle for being average for the rest of my life. Now, if you guys are sort of in a similar spot to where I was 18 months ago, maybe you're heartbroken, maybe you just don't like your job, maybe you know deep down when you're laying there at night, you're meant for more and you can't settle for just living the same life as everyone else. I get you, man. Obviously, as you've just heard, I was there. Now, I did briefly mention, early days when I was first learning about sales, appointment setting, how it actually allowed me to make that $10,000 a week, which pretty much changed everything for me. I've got a bunch of videos here on YouTube breaking down the skill for you guys. So I'll leave them linked down below with appointment setting, sales, closing, even building a personal brand if that's something you want to do. But if you do want to speed the process up as well, you want to get mentored by the same people that taught me. Surround yourself around boys like myself, Ethan, Brody. Who knows, you might be traveling with us next year. It might sound crazy, but to say this time last year I'd be doing all the things I'm doing is fucking crazy as well. So if you want to be a part of that community, you want to get trained up properly so you can ensure that you actually see the results you want, can live the life you want. I'll leave a link to booking a call with my team down below as well. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story. Leave your comments down below. Message me on Instagram if you're going through shit and just want to have a chat, or you've got more questions about what I do. I'll leave that link down below. But yeah, cheers, guys. That was how I quit my job at 22 and pretty much what's happened since.